Hello there, my name is Birdstar, and in today's video, I'll be doing something very special. I'll be unboxing a spawn of, well, basically it's a statue, but a lot of people like to call it action figure because it moves and stuff, so yeah, let me just lock the door. So yeah, in today's video, we'll be unboxing this guy. Doesn't he look awesome? I decided to buy it because I actually got an email saying that they was going to do some kind of movie with Spawn. I don't believe it, but I really do like Spawn. The fact that Spawn is kind of like, how do I explain? It's hard to explain what Spawn is. We can't really call him superhero because he doesn't fit the superhero genre. He's more of a vigilante, kind of like Deadpool. So yeah, let's open this baby up. Let me just grab something to, okay, the tape. There we go. So here we go, guys. Time to open this bad boy up. There we go. So yeah, here we go. Oh, there we go. Damn, that thing fell down. So yeah, there goes Spawn. He looks pretty OP. Look at that. Like, it's amazing. I actually got this figure at the game store that I work at. I decided to buy him obviously because I really do like Spawn. He's one of my favorite, I wouldn't say hero, let's just say vigilantes, you know, kind of like Batman, Deadpool, stuff like that. So yeah, here we go. Remove this. There we go. And it actually comes with two guns that they actually put right here. So here we go. Let's just remove this gun here. And they look so cool. Like, he looks amazing. And the fact that, so yeah, let me just put the top gun here. How do we put this? Like this, I guess? Or, oh, this is so cool. His arms actually move. Well, kind of. A little bit, not a lot, but still. Let me just put the figure right here and where, there we go. Huh, weird. Okay, I would have to press down. Yeah, that's just weird. There we go. This one actually goes here. How do we put this gun on? Does it... okay, just give me a second to put this gun on his hand. Yeah, it's pretty hard to maneuver. Oh, wait. Almost there, got it. So it's probably one of those. So yeah, there we go. Like one of the guns, and the other one probably goes in his other hand or something. Or let's see, how did this go? Oh. I don't know how this goes, but it looks weird. Yeah, they completely came off, so it's fine. Let's just put it in its... So there you guys go. Like, it's pretty awesome. By the details and everything, it looks amazing. The fact that he could actually move his arm like this, so basically he could be like, oh, sorry. Basically he's like, I'm a tough guy. And his move is that, I mean, his head is actually movable, which is pretty cool. The arm too. And you could kind of move the arm a bit to go up, down. Basically it's a movable arm, so that's pretty cool. As for the legs don't move. What other moving part? The hip too, the hip kind of moves, so you could move that. Cape, obviously, it moves. It's very strong material. Would I recommend this? I probably would. It's just that it's hard to put it on the stand, and the gun, it's hard to fit in the sand, but other than that, it's fine. Because I could try to do something, but give me a second. Let's see, how do I put this in there? Maybe... Yeah, you would have to stick it in there, really. But other than that, the figure looks perfect. The fact that you actually get to move his arm a bit. Ooh, spiky. But it looks perfect. Like the fact that that they put so much detail into it, and you know, among other things, like the arm could move left and right. So basically, you could pose it in a sense. Oh, yeah. So it moves and it actually flexes as well. So you could kind of make him flex or something. Like the gun or something. And let me try something out. Try to put the finger around here. So basically, are the fingers maneuverable? No. They're like that. Let's see what I could do. Or maybe it's the other way around. Maybe this one goes on this, and then the other one. Oh, maybe, yeah. Oh crap, yeah, much better. So yeah, actually, it's the other way around. Like, there you guys go, and the other one fits in his hand, like the small pistol-like one in the other hand. So, okay. So this one would go here, and I would have to put this do we put this one there though? This one's very hard to put in this little thing, but other than that, it's actually pretty cool. Okay. What else can I say? Like oh yeah, I'll probably talk about the origin story behind Spawn and all that. So just give me a second to put this thing in, because this is extremely tough to put in, but in due time it will. Okay. So yeah, sorry about that. Okay. So basically the origin story of Spawn is that there was this guy named Albert Al Simmons. So basically he was part of the U.S. military. He was a Marine. After he finished his tour and everything, his military tour and his career being a Marine, he joined the special forces, military special forces, and then basically throughout that he joined the CIA, and he's basically an assassin, American assassin, as they say. He was the best of the best. He was basically the best sharpshooter there is. So basically the company he works for, the CIA, they would give him jobs like to infiltrate and stuff like that, like espionage and stuff like that. So basically, the last mission he did, he basically died. Basically, his boss betrayed him and everything. Like, obviously his boss was very corrupt man. So basically he wanted Al Simmons dead because he knew he could be a threat if he joined forces with another country and stuff, and he would literally wreck everybody because he's that good. So basically they killed him and they blew up this whole factory and he died basically. So basically he did a pact with the devil basically. Well yes. He did a pact with the devil saying he would lead Hell's army in exchange for him coming back to life and seeing his wife, Wanda, which is the love of his life. Like, he loves Wanda beyond all things. Like, he loves her with a passion of 1,000 suns, basically. So basically, he comes back as Hellspawn, what this guy is. He comes back to life, and basically he's supposed to kill. That's what he does. He kills. Basically, he's an assassin. So basically, in the first comic, I wish I could show it, but I don't have my comics anymore. In the first comic, he's already spawned. So basically, they find a crime scene, and they see this dead body, and basically like, or is that the anime? I can't remember. It's been so long. Okay, there we go. I can't remember exactly. Let me just get my tablet because it's been so long since I've read the comics and everything. Okay. Mm-hmm. Spawn-ish. Yeah, Spawn issue 1. Ah, here we go. Read comics online. That usually, it's actually pretty good. You get to read the comics online. And they're free, basically. So, okay. So, basically, in the beginning, it tells you all about Spawn and what happened to him, and that he sold his soul to the devil. And basically, he lives in this place called Rat City, which is a small town for homeless people, because obviously Spawn is homeless. He basically lost his wife, and when Spawn came back, everything, his friend, his name is Terry McGinnis, was actually a Marine just like him. He basically hooked up with Wanda, because obviously his dying, basically she cried so much, so he had to relieve her. So basically they hooked up, basically, and they got married. They had one girl, I can't remember her name though. I could show you the comic, just give me a second. Starting from the beginning, yeah. It basically tells you. So, yeah. This is Spawn number 1. I'll just scroll down. Oh, no, wrong way. Damn it. I'll just read it to you. So it's hard to do, but I'll leave the link in the description so you guys can actually read it, because it's gonna be hard like this. So basically, he comes back to Earth. He doesn't instantly find out that Wanda's with him, with Terry Fitzgerald, So basically, I'll kind of tell you what happened. So basically, it starts off with you seeing the whole world, and he's saying, "I don't belong, not here, not now. I have to get back there. The bet was rigged. He made me believe. Now there's darkness in my soul." Basically, it says, "I want to die again." And then you see him, and he asks himself, "Why did this happen to me?" And you see the news and everything, and basically, he remembers that he died. And he was sent to hell because obviously he's an assassin, and people that kill go to hell, basically. It's God's number 1 rule. Don't kill. So he goes to hell, and he makes a deal with the devil to bring him back to life so he can see Wanda. But he doesn't remember too much because his memories kind of faded away. His memories would have to trigger again in order for him to remember exactly how he died and what he's basically he wants to go back to Wanda, but he has no idea where she lives. Like, his memories are like, poof, gone. So he lives in Rat City, and basically, in this comic, there's some action. So basically, he's in Rat City. He sees a couple of bad guys beating up this guy, and he suddenly comes in, and he basically says, "Get out now, or you're all dead." And they basically say, "What the hell?" And then the bad guy says, "Hey Shank, look like one of them young bloods." So basically, one of the thugs grabs a knife with evil intent and tries to stab him. So Spawn grabs his neck and throws him out the window. Well, not throws him, but yeah, throws him out the window. The building's like on ground floor, thank God, because that would be way too gruesome. And then he sees the other goons and he says, "Who's next?" Basically, the bad guy wants to fight him, and he throws a tank. Well, he throws like a little necroplasm orb. Like very small, like this small. He throws it and he goes boom, and it explodes basically, and he saves the girl. And then he looks at this girl and his memories are triggered because she looks very similar to Wanda. She looks extremely similar, so looking at this female, his memories trigger like, oh, now I know who Wanda is. He basically knows who Wanda, and he wants to see her now. And then you see him, he's like, ah, like it's very painful. Getting back your memories after losing them, for him is like your brain drops, like poof, in a sense. So in the next page, he remembers Wanda and how beautiful she was. And then I'll read it. Once again, your mind explodes with a searing pain. A floodgate of memories bursts wide. Yet it is her face that keeps haunting you. Always her face. Who is she? Then things begin to crystallize. You remember your funeral, begging and pleading for someone to release you from the darkness. You're not dead. You can't be. Then you feel her presence, warm, caring, soothing, but somewhere deep inside, she feels empty now. She has no reason, no meaning, no soul. But your soul lives, while hers is dying. And then basically this next caption, the lady that looks like Wanda hugs him, which is kind of cute actually. And then she says, "Hey, come on, it's okay, you're alright, it's all over now." And it basically fades to black, and you see the news again, and they're talking about gangsters and death and stuff like that. You know how the news always is, bad, bad, bad. And he's basically in... And then basically what happens is he's starting to remember, and he takes off his mask. Well, in this he does, which is weird, but I don't know. And then he says, my face felt like, and it, you just see his arm and everything. He's taking off his gloves. And then he says, Jesus, what am I? And then you see another caption basically introducing you to the Violator, which is another demon from hell. That's supposed to be his mentor of sorts, but I wouldn't call him a mentor. Like, they obviously don't like each other very much. Because his mentor could be a douche sometimes, you know, the fact that, yeah, I'm just trying to put this thing back. So yeah, there we go. So basically, the story, he wants to go back to Wanda, but he knows that he can't because obviously he's disfigured, burnt. Basically, he came back to life as a burnt human. Like, he's like, his skin is all charred and burned, because you know how people look when they get burned and stuff. Like, it's not pretty. So basically that's how he looks, and the suit, like this thing right here, is his necroplasm suit, because obviously he did a deal with the devil, so basically it gives him powers. He's basically a hell spawn, hence the name Spawn, you know. So basically, I'll explain his powers. So after he dies, as you can see this picture, the things right here, they're chains basically. He could use them as chains, you know, to hook on to something, or, you know, what else can I say? He has invisibility. Let me just get the... because I can't remember exactly what his powers is. Necroplasm power, being able to bring back people from the dead, glide, fly. Well, with the cape he could fly, you know. Mostly glide. What else? He could do a number of things. Super strength. Okay. What else do I remember? Being able to feel people's pain, you know. There we go. There we go. I'm still looking for the powers. Mm-hmm. Go back. Ah, here we go. Superhero database. It'll usually tell you all his powers. Ah, here we go. Superpowers: agility, durability, empathy, flight, immortality, invulnerability, magic, power suit, resurrection, shape-shifting, stamina, stealth, super speed, super strength, symbiote costume, telepathy, teleportation, and weapons master. And martial arts master too, because he's studied many types of martial arts in the military, so yeah. But his main source of power is necroplasm. Basically necroplasm is what makes him alive. You know, you see this green stuff? Like his eyes and stuff? That's basically necroplasm. He could use the necroplasm as a beam. He could as a fireball in a sense. What else? He could use his necroplasm to turn himself invisible. Well, it's the suit that does that kind of camouflage with everything. And the good thing about his necroplasm, you could chew him as many times as you want. It would not hurt him, basically. It's not like Superman where it would bounce off. It would just go inside. It would not hurt him because obviously he does not bleed. Well, kind of. He bleeds necroplasm, but he has unlimited, basically, supply of necroplasm. And the bad thing is that once he uses all his necroplasm, he basically dies. Okay. Yeah. I could read it from here. This will usually tell you. Okay, Albert L. Francis Simmons was born in Detroit, Michigan as the second of three brothers. Yeah, I'll read it. Mark, Al, and Richard. To Esther and Bernard Simmons. Simmons was a gifted officer in the United States Marine Corps, where he attained the rank of lieutenant colonel. He later joined the U.S. Secret Service, which led to his transfer to the Central Intelligence Agency. In the CIA, Simmons was recruited by Director Jason Wynn into a special top-secret covert ops division known as the U.S. Security Group, an elite task force with jurisdiction in all domestic and foreign situations. Jason Wynn, the director of the CIA, and Simmons began to butt heads more often, and Simmons planned to resign. Simmons was murdered on a mission in Botswana for USSG Operation Night Strike by fellow mercenary Bruce Stinson, aka Chapel. At the order of Director Wynn, Simmons was sent to hell because of his life as an assassin. After arranging a deal with a being known as Ma Bulger, which is the devil, Simmons agrees to become a houseborn in exchange for being allowed to see his wife, Wanda Blake, one last time. Malbolgia returns Alcemon now as a husband to the world, but with little memory, a badly disfigured body, limited yet seemingly boundless magical powers, and the monitor, the clown, aka Violator. Simmons slowly realizes that 5 years have passed when he decided to visit his former wife, Wanda. For his one final visit, he discovers that his Wanda has since married his best friend, Terry Fitzgerald. And the two have a daughter named Cyan. There we go. Cyan is the name of her daughter. She's a short little girl. She's kind of cute, you know. Al shapeshifts his body, but chooses to take the form of Terry and makes love to her. What? Shapeshifts his body, but chooses to take the form of Terry and make love to her. She becomes pregnant, set in motion a prophecy of the child that will become the fate of reality. Ooh, that's kind of cool, I guess. He shapeshifts into Terry McGinnis, which is cool. He can shapeshift into anybody, which is actually a cool power. So, like, the fact that Spawn is so cool and the story behind it is actually one of the coolest stories, you know, the fact that I would have to, okay. So yeah, guys, is it this one that goes here? I really don't know. I'm gonna try to. Yeah, because it's hard to put this thing on, but yeah. So yeah, guys, I'm just gonna end the video here. I hope you guys liked it, the fact that this Spawn figure is so awesome, so you guys can actually see it. So yeah, there you guys go. So you guys can actually see the figure, which is simply OP. I mean, it's just so amazing. The fact that I actually got my first figure and everything, and he looks like amazing. Like, whoa. Super cool. So would I recommend this? I would definitely would. And it's actually fairly cheap. It's like 30 bucks, so yeah. That does it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.